I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Undefeated as we speak. Niggas coming over here trying to take me out the picture. But I turn around and flip it into a motion picture. Cause when I'm moving, I'm aiming, hitting kill shots. Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Let's get that game time.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier
Bone, I'm coming for you, baby.
Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Nothing.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Colts now
I only see them pussies.
Drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved his consistency throughout the season. Always good, occasionally spectacular. But right now, he's on the outside of that MVP race. What's it going to take for him to get it done down the stretch?
You're right, on the fringe. But, hey, it's Week 14. There's still a month left for him to make a lasting impression, have some scintillating plays, and then who knows? Yeah, those scintillating plays, those splash plays, those plays we'll talk about for the next week leading up to the next game. He'll need a bunch of those down the stretch in order to win the award. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable the centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
No.
And he'll get this up only to
try that weekend run on me.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns.
Super Bowl champs.
Played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
And all defensive
Super Bowl
teams
champs.
Talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Love. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now.
Okay, Callaway.
Negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Shit, fuck it.
There to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, nigga.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. This is caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Jay. Yes, sir. Here we go. Here we go. Callaway.
Mayfield looks to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now a 2-point conversion attempt for them.
Yeah, we're going to just go on and destroy this damn team.
Clinic. And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized.
Should I let the computer go on and, you know,
confident in what they do.
Yeah, play for me.
About a yard deep.
Ooh.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, call it the 24. They got to work for every yard.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any
okay.
way you can run back out there and go, totally
okay. They want to play.
Football again. You're going to take
I ain't even start with Chubb yet.
Being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Okay, here. Got a little confidence in them now.
On first down, it's long.
Oh, get your head down, nigga. Get your head down.
Lavonte David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He's nervous now.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Luck. He's gonna air it out deep for Green.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year.
Wow.
As his guys are on board here in this first
Y'all done pissed me off now.
We've seen that a time or two over the years from A.J.
Y'all done pissed me the fuck off now.
Explosive touchdown catch.
Time to get crunk.
So good at playing the ball.
You get the crunk juice in me, man.
Going over the top of people to make catches. I think his teammates call it playing a little bit of hoops or playing a bump.
Hey, pass me them cigarettes right there, bro.
Fantastic at it and continues to get
Appreciate
better as his career progresses.
Shit. Motherfucker trying to play me. Hell no.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our
shit,
tours.
you get Chubb in this thing, boy.
The prevailing message in each and every one of them was win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs.
What is that about Odell?
It means something. It means a home game.
Catch.
It
Oh,
means
yeah,
a
that's
number
easy.
of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
Damn it.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down with Marlon.
Oh, come on.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Shit, come on, let's get it again.
Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance.
Oh, hell, I ain't worried about it. I'm going to win.
A big game.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 17 carries, 60 yards. From the 17, Luck.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
From the gun on third down, Luck. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Okay.
Devin Funchess with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Still not worried about it.
4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check, 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 check. Check 15, check 15. Check 3, 218, chop. Regular. Cut.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, rolling to his right. He finds his target, Beckham.
Come on.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Yes, sir.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Look at that.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Still not worried. Still not worried.
Outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 16 yards, a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Damn it.
And he'll get blown up scrimmage, back at the 6. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Like I said, never worried.
Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown.
I'm just working on clock management, that's all.
Recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
Yes, sir.
The second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football.
Hey, I hope they fix this kicking.
14 now as he sends this one away. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be
this
on
run.
the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? Obviously, in hindsight, he did.
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field,
yes, sir, that's the rookie.
Coverages, you're never sure what you're going to see.
Go ahead, Rook.
The biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that point, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Yes, sir.
Right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So
come on here, let's get another.
Some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, the 24-yard line.
Ain't gonna make it past 50.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. Called in the West Coast offense the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue playing football.
Hella flag lays in.
Bigger later in the game. Because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, Mike, they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Shit, they can't stop.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get this one across the 45.
Get your bitch ass up field, boy.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Oh, yeah, you lit up, ain't you? Okay.
Even on rundowns, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 50, it's Long. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm going to stop that real quick.
Definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was
there. Yes, sir.
Blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Try to knock his head off. Like it.
Looking the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. And to the 46 he goes, and
told you, wouldn't get past 50.
Well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call
Yes,
for the team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense.
It's too young.
Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession.
Hey, like I said, they pissed me off. Come on, Chubb. We get crunk, Chubb.
Interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead. Does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
They done warmed them up.
It just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence is tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And nowhere to run on the interior line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Able to push his way through. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th.
Yeah, they ain't ready.
The offense
They ain't ready.
Not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. A run for and boy, is he close. Did he get there? No,
Damn it.
they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I do know from experience that when you slow down,
you can't handle pressure.
You're now doing the dictating on
can't handle the pressure.
And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other things of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Did it too late.
4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Luck now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that is caught.
Now I got to change the camera view. Like it's too high.
A.J. Green. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they're an extra point right now from
The second half mine's anyway, so I'm just going to blow him out second half.
nice little first half for your partner.
Still not worried.
See,
I'm playing around right now.
Touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be
Yes, sir.
before this game is over.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're on.
Know what I'm saying? Here, I get it back second half, so here, I'm just trying to milk the clock.
A drive there of just
Yeah, nothing too major.
And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here.
Let them build their players up.
The kicks away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then
I ain't playing no more.
They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Come on, man, here.
But this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over anxious.
Yeah, that was late.
He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. And when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to look deep now and that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield now. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by OBJ. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. On those swings, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the
passer and they got 2 minutes before their confidence go down.
Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside.
Nothing.
For the pass.
Oh, you want to run it?
The pass got inside for the catch and the score. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of thing.
He's got a man complete.
Who the fuck is that?
Give him 30 yards there.
Come on, Greedy.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Come on.
Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Another try after the first down sack. Luck, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
Yeah.
As he'll kick it away.
Ain't making it past 50.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this
they scared.
Bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Oh.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that's a 2-score lead here.
Already.
Looking ahead, they just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost feel
we all the way in now.
Imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past
the 20 down, nigga.
to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Yeah, come on.
But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Yeah.
So time to start.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all watch the halftime report.
3rd and long. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go, baby.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mayfield, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
We got 4. We got 4.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action. It's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Pistol. So Mike's number one. Big stop, G.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
24, 180. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. How does the
oh shit, I ain't even had the mic on. I'm over here just talking. Yes,
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Nothing.
Just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Oh yeah, hold on.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. Funches has it complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks. Luck now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Off of play action, Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, they do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They run it again with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, 180! Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Real. You ain't doing nothing. Switch.
On the carry is Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On first down, Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Love. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. It's caught by Funchess. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again, Luck. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Damian Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Alert, 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 alert. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Mayfield on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check.
They run. Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball. General West.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Mayfield now from the 50. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. Schwab, and now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Johnson, it's poke 3, football's held. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got. Out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And a look here at the Colts defense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And some room to work. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Andrew Luck and the rest of the Colts offense ready to take over. Maybe he's right. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Luck.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get ready.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now the throw pulled in by Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Luck. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hurry, hurry.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Okay.
Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. First down, Cleveland.
Point it right. So don't say nothing. Check 13. Check 13.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Mayfield. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Browns, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles David,